Hello, I'm Swift, and this is RUSE
Hi.
TFB. We're back, and that's Lagmaster again. We also have Tiga,
Hello.
and as you can see from the screen, now Lagmaster and Tiga are on the team in front of us. Yeah. As they told me to mention, both teams were communicating verbally, and all the nations were selected randomly. Bram and Fire on the enemy team, or well, other team. We're not choosing sides here. Uh, um, uh, what was I gonna say? Bram and Fire, we've seen him before, yeah. And Robin X730, I've talked to him. He sent me a game, but I lost the game. I wanted to commentate on it. But anyway, yeah, I think they played this like an hour ago now or something. And they said it was a good game, and we're going to commentate on it. It's Twilight of the Gods, and, well, anything they want to say?
Yeah, I'd just like to say that Fire has complained that we only seem to commentate on games that he loses. I assure you he doesn't lose all his games, but we just like commentating on the ones he does lose.
Yeah, because he can't with anybody good. He just complains about people. That's Vampire there. Nah, he's really good and I really like him. Shouts to Vampire, and soon we're gonna play again, and you can kick our ass. Hopefully not.
Yeah, I'd like to remind Brahmapar of the 1v1 we played when I rushed him with Italian tanks M11s. Anyway, without poking too much fun at Brahman, if there's nothing else to say, should we start?
It's such a great fun to pick on somebody who can't defend themselves.
He'll get us, we'll have him as a commentator next time and he'll get us back, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, should we
yeah, I'll count down in 3, 2, 1.
And there we are. All 4 people getting their trucks out promptly. We quickly decrypt them. That's Tigger and Langmaster quickly decrypt Team 2. So we can see that they're building 5 depots, but they're not building the standard 5 depots on this map. Usually you build the one in the middle. They're going out for one on the flank. We go 5, but we go for the one in the middle.
I think it's also worth to mention that you should always go air on this map, but we have crappy nations, all of us, and the air comes a bit later in the game.
Yeah, if you don't have good air nations. Although, I mean, you know, all our nations have got mediocre air, and then none of them are poor. They also decrypt us, so they know what we're... Italian air takes a while to get going, and doesn't have strong fighter bombers. Fighter bombers can often be key. So we've got 3 bases in the middle from Team 2, artillery and anti-air, anti-tank and barracks. It's an American barracks, and French other 2. We've got a Italian barracks and a French armour base in the middle. Looks like they've managed to deploy that depot on the flank, and Team 1 are going for 2 depots as well, 2 extra depots. So Team 1 are going to be 2 depots up if they get away with this. So Lagmaster's there pushing. We saw their depot deployment very early because we decrypted, so he's pushing some tanks over, some M10s over to see if we can take out that depot. But Robin X, I'm not quite sure how to say his name, is blitzing his AC guns across the counter-attack.
Not as many American Willys recons that you usually see. He's only got 1 at the city and 1 on his flank. 1 on his flank is normal enough, but I probably would have put 1 or 2 more in the middle.
Yeah, they're so cheap
that's
you
good.
couldn't really... But
Yeah,
he
but
has
you
tech
can
rangers
spam
and he is
infantry,
pushing the middle.
So yeah.
Yeah, he's taken the ranges, he's pushing the middle. They're taking out one of those M11s going around the side and a Panhard recon. And the push in the middle is looking fairly strong. Pumping out some carrier veloces to try and counter. But with all these, I've got some Sal 40s as well. Terror, now that's, I think, key. That routes them just as they're catching up with the anti-infantry tank. And really holds them. On the right there, sorry, on Team 1's right, on Team 2's left, the depot doesn't quite go. The AT guns take out the M11. I think it might
Yeah,
be
it's all
Landmaster
black
was
and
distracted by
burning,
what was
but
going on in the middle. And an infantry push on that very same flank looks like it's going to take out one of Team 1's depots. The push in the middle has kept us, that is Lagmaster and Tigger, very concentrated in the middle. We've had to defend there, and because there are AT guns and infantry about, we can't quickly dash over to that other flank. So those infantry, they're going to take that depot down, and the next one. I mean, there's nothing really going to stop them.
Plus, the middle looks really weak for us because we have very tank-concentrated tactics right now, and they have AT guns, the bloody French advanced AT.
But Sal 40s are quite strong against.
Yes.
I mean, my Sal 40s are hitting the advanced AT guns, and I've lost a Sal 40, but both advanced AT guns are, well, one of them's just routed, but one of them's done.
Yeah, so it's gonna be tough a bit, but just looking to survive that.
One of the depots was captured on that flank. That was a good call. They could have destroyed it, but I think capturing it was a good call because we've got nothing to recapture it in the near future, so they can get the money from it. What's more, if we rebuild it later in the game, there's not so much money left in it, and they're gonna walk up to the next one. I don't know what they're gonna do here. In terms of points, there, Team 2 were 36 points with that depot capture being key.
You're going to have to get down there, but well, they're deciding to use both rangers to destroy that. They're not. I mean,
they're not destroying it. They're just standing outside it. He doesn't have auto fire and buildings
yeah,
on.
that's really annoying when you don't have auto attack on, and then you realize, like really late, that they're not attacking.
French air going up, and American air base to counter. I was quite concerned at this point. It's really not looking good. There's a decoy planes going up. You can tell they're decoys because they don't start on. They start immediately after they're constructed. They start taking off. That's how you can tell the decoys. Now the Veloce is close enough to be able to see the airfield, so I can bomb it. It can't kill it itself. It's only got machine guns, but I can bomb it. I've got my 2 bombers, so it's going down. I don't think it can be saved now. And there it goes. That's 60 points. As far as the rest of the map goes, they're still killing the trucks as they come out of that depot on the flank. They haven't engaged it, and now they're going round it. They've just moved on. So what's the depot situation? It's 6 depots in that captured one, so 7 depots for Team 2, and 6 depots for Team 1, but one of them isn't really producing anything because it's been cut off. That Veloce around the back's causing carnage. It's just killing so many of those supply trucks.
It was so funny to see. I saw one French unit like going after me with that infantry. I knew it was AT gun, so I had to run away. But still, loads of trucks on the way back.
And the fighters then strafe the heavy infantry on the right hand side and save that depot. I think that was just probably inattention that stopped them from killing that depot or capturing that depot.
I think we should
probably
have
due
pushed
to
the
this
middle
Veloce.
now.
Well, that Caro messing around in the middle has really messed them up because they're spending a lot of attention trying to kill it, and it's killing so many trucks. Each of these supply convoys is 9 points, and it's taken out a full set of 3 or 4 supply convoys. Easily paid for itself, created a lot of space. But they've got the airfield back up, and they've got the fighters up. I was going for a cheeky little bombing right on their depot just to see if I can get the economy up, but I don't know. I don't think I should have blitzed there. I think it was too late. I think it was already lost. So I'm going to lose both bombers here, unfortunately.
And we finally pushed through the middle, and there's absolutely nothing there. So easy camel kills.
one of those bombers got away.
Yeah, it's coming into the base. I really should be taking off this fighter to counter. I'm a bit slow there. Oh, it's still got away. Ah, that's useful.
They've run out of ammunition, the Warhawk.
Yeah, must have. Now we've got these decoy planes coming over, and they're a real pain, because you can't ignore a light bomber flying over you, because a second light bomber might be right behind it. So you've got to hit them, but you really just want AA, because an AA gun really quickly kills those. Now, Linemaster's still got his Carrows on that flank, but it looks like they're just about to go now. But they've done a very good job. They've killed a lot of the supply trains. And he's recapturing that depot that they captured off him right near the start. Building up the economy to look a little bit stronger now. There's an infantry van in the middle. Looks like he's going to capture that. No, the South Forties have just stopped him. That could have been nasty,
Well,
because
that's
there's
truck
a
as
building truck there as well. Yeah.
Yes, I was very lucky, and I must say I was very sloppy in this game. Like I lost a couple of M11s in the town, for example, and done better.
Well, when you're trying to be everywhere, I mean, you're pushing up on the right. You've got this battle in the middle. There's all sorts of things going on. It's hard to be on top of it. Now these 90mm, they're actually quite expensive, but they do provide fairly good AA cover. But they're not really worth it just for AA cover. You need to use them for AT cover as well. Purely for AA, they're $40, and they're really not that strong as a static position.
I think it was a bit of miscommunication. I probably should have built just one, and I didn't know that Tika was building AA. So it was probably a bit bad call, because they're not that useful.
And really, yeah, they are quite expensive. So that's 2 AT guns taken out on the left by fighters.
Team 2 have ARL 44s.
Yeah, they're strong tanks. They're $45. They're quite expensive, but you don't want to mess with one in the fight. Team 110 points up at the moment, but slightly up on the economy as well. I think we're one depot up. And oh, there's a truck there, and a fighter coming in to snipe it. And those two fighters come across, but they don't auto-engage because they're on move orders. So my fighter is